I'm Tim from timspc, and I build custom PCs to suit anyone's needs or budget. Also, live stream my builds and repairs for transparency and educational purposes. So if you'd like to get an awesome new PC and you'd like to see it get put together live, send me a message today. Alrighty, so finally, we're building John's PC. So this one's been held up. This one's been held up for ages, just waiting on this case here. So this case here, I haven't built in it before, but I've looked at it and I've just been like, I wonder when someone's going to order one of them. The only downside is there's no local distributor in my state, so I've got to get it imported from Melbourne. So that's what held this one up. So I ordered it from PC Case Gear, but they had it ghost listed. So it's on the site, it says that it's in stock. You go and you pay, and you're like, yep, sweet, I'll get this, ASAP. But no, they don't actually have stock. It just says it's in stock on the website. It's only in stock at their distributor, so then you have to wait 5 days or something like that for them to get the actual case in, and then they ship it to you. Yeah, it is kind of crap, but that's what held this one up so much. Alrighty, so let's get right into our rig here tonight. So we got the i7 12700KF, which is a 12-core 20-thread CPU. We're going to be putting it on the Z690 Aero G from Gigabyte. It's a nice board with a lot of silver and sort of like white on it, so it'll go really nicely in this case. We got a 4-pack of Corsair memory there, 3200 MHz CL16. We got a 1TB SSD there. We've got a 4TB hard drive over there. And the star of the show, the RTX 3080 Ti. It's pretty much the only thing that's not white in this build. And that's kind of unfortunate. There's just hardly any like 3080 Ti's in white in stock. I couldn't get one. I just couldn't get one. Get 3080, get 3090, but yeah, 3080 Ti in white, very, very hard to come by. So we just went with this one. I mean, it's not too bad. It's got a bit of silver on the side of it, and it's got some RGB, and it's sort of like greyish. But we've got all white cabling here in our 850 watt power supply. There'll be some black on the motherboard as well, so it's still going to look sick. Yeah. We got a Corsair H150i cooler in white, of course, and we've got some other cool Corsair fans here, so all of our RGB can be synchronized. We did have some included white fans there in the front there from Phanteks, but we're going to swap them out for the Corsair ones just so we have a nice integrated RGB solution in this case. So anyway, let's get started. Alrighty, so check that out. Very nice board. So I'll point out the main features for you just quickly on this board. So we got 12 pins of CPU power there. We have a total of 2, 4, 6, 8 fan headers. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 RGB headers. So 2 12-volt and 2 5-volt. We've got USB-C, USB 3. We've got 6 SATA ports. We got a noise sensor port that we could hook up if we wanted to. I don't know why you have to have a noise sensor to tell you how noisy something is, because don't you just hear it? Like, who needs to know exactly what decibels it is? Like, you just know, you know if it's too noisy for you, right? We got dual USB 2s down there, and we've got a total of 4 M2 slots on this board. So under that bottom heatsink there, we've actually got 3 M.2 drives, and then we've got another one up here as well. And then we've also got 2 PCIe X4 slots at the bottom there as well, and then the single X16. Do you want to do the honours, babe?
Yes. Sorry, I need to touch the front. That's so nice. I like the mesh on it. It's really cool.
It looks beautiful. Yeah.
I really want this case.
I'll make sure those fans are at just the right height there. Yeah, see how I want to move them. I want to move them up just slightly.
Yeah. I see it.
Yeah. So don't worry about that. I'm gonna move those. I'm gonna move those fans just up slightly.
There we go.
Here we go. Here we go. So I should have a BIOS for this. We can get that out of the way quickly. And we are a Z690. Aero G DDR4, that looks like the one. Number F8A. So, one thing some people get disappointed about on my channel is that it's not always like the most picture perfect, awesome, textbook configuration. It's usually a PC that I've come up with a customer who's on a budget. They're trying to get the absolute best performance they can for a very specific dollar amount. So sometimes it's not always the best configuration, and that can be a letdown to some people, but every so often there will be a configuration like this, and I mean it's not even fully lit up properly yet. The QL fans are only functioning like normal fans. Okay, so BIOS is updated, and we should be booting to Windows 10 next. And of course, you can upgrade to Windows 11 for free. It's not like a different product or anything like that. You can just upgrade from Windows 10. It's no big deal. Alrighty, so that was superposition there at 4K. Alright. Yeah, yeah.
George wants to know, have you ever built a fractal design time case? If so, was it
A what case?
a fractal design time case?
Yeah.
If so, was it, how was it developing?
It's fine. I don't remember any issues with it.
It says, hey,
Hey Theodore, how you going?
it says the cable type at least will control time.
I know, right? I know. No, well, we needed a couple more than in an Antec deflux case, but we did have a lot of RGB here as well. Got a lot of SATA, so all of that was factored in. Oh.
I'm so tired.
So we'll set this up for 90 minutes, and oh, there's an app I've forgotten to install. Our fuzzy donut. Need our fuzzy donut. Fortunately, it doesn't take long to install it. Alrighty. So there we go for our graphics card, and then finally our CPU. And I'm sure John knows what the deal is with the stress test, but for anyone else, we're running some software that's going to generate a lot of heat from our graphics card and our CPU here. So our CPU is hard at work, our 20 threads, got these 20 boxes here in Cinebench calculating this image, and our graphics card is also rendering this lovely furry donut while it's putting it down a 3D corridor there. So basically a lot of work for the graphics card, a lot of work for the CPU. It gets everything really, really hot. I make sure that nothing's overheating even at the worst of times. And then, because we've gotten everything hot and stuff at least once, if something's going to fail, you know, pretty early, hopefully it fails after I do the stress test or while I'm doing the stress test, because that'll be better than it failing, you know, when John gets it. It's much better if we can do what we can to rule all that out before the customer picks up their PC. Alrighty. Nice and toasty there on our CPU. That's just to be expected. It's a 12700KF. It's a toasty boy. I've spoken about it before. And our graphics card running as expected there. So yeah, it's all looking pretty good. So might put me back to full screen there. So thanks everyone for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next video.